Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Sashay Away with Barry. This is officially episode 1. I have my good friend Peter Myers here with me today.
Hi!
And we're going to talk all about episode 1 and maybe a little extra things. But I want to thank you all for watching. I know the first episode was a giant mess, mainly because it was just me. But now we're going to have some fun and have a little discussion.
Yay!
So we're going to start with the episode. It is episode 1 of All Stars 3. And it starts with this weird segment with Chad in Alaska, dressed as the Handmaid's Tale.
Yes!
It made no sense to me, but I enjoyed it.
I loved Alaska, like, being in character, then breaking out and being like,
what
girl. All Stars Hall of Fame isn't what it was
It's
supposed
not
to be.
what it's cracked up to be.
I loved it. I thought it was so funny.
I thought it was funny as well. And it does come back at the end, so
Yeah.
it kind of made more sense seeing that.
Right.
And then we'll talk about a little bit of a rumor going around, which I kind of hope is true.
Yeah, me too.
But we'll see. So the ladies are coming into the workroom, and first we have Trixie Mattel. And for those of you at home, we are looking at pictures of them so we can describe their outfits to you and give you our thoughts on them. So why don't you go ahead and start this off?
Well, I mean, this is just absolute classic Trixie. I mean, bodysuit. I mean, she looks very Barbie here, like athletic. This is exactly what you'd buy, like roller skating Barbie or roller blading Barbie.
Exactly.
With the fanny pack, and she's got the Beats headphones on. Her like outfit is just like total Trixie.
So would you toot it or boot it?
Oh, I totally toot this. I mean,
Okay.
this is totally Trixie. I mean,
I agree, it is totally Trixie.
It's on brand.
It is her brand.
You know?
I get it. I hate
It's
it.
cute. You hate it? Really? Why do you hate it?
And I mean, I should say I hate it. I just don't like it. I hate this wig is the main problem.
Yeah.
And I know she's big hair, that's her thing. But I just don't like this wig. And I'm gonna come back to this later about recycling costumes because it was mentioned in the episode. But this is also a recycled costume. She wore it on her show.
Oh. On which, Viceland or Trixie and Kat? Like,
I'm not sure which one, but she was worn on either on or Trixie. I don't think it was Trixie. I think it was the web show. But she wore this exact outfit.
I mean, the thing, but you know what? I have feelings about that. Like, okay, so
And
I've read about the queens, like they need to recycle some of their stuff unless they're like big.
I agree.
I mean, why not?
I have no problem with
Repurpose
recycling.
it. Yeah.
But the fact that it was pointed out later,
And then you're like, oh, okay.
and this was a recycled outfit as well. But it is totally her. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I feel like for a workroom entrance, you need something special.
Yeah, that's the one little thing. It's like workroom entrance wise, like it could have been a bit bigger. Like
It's a little boring.
it's a little boring, but it's still cute, and I
It
love
is.
that she's wearing the knee pads and the elbow pads.
Yeah,
Safety first.
She's got the outfit all put together well.
Yeah.
If she wore different hair, I might have liked it more, but but that's just that.
It's still a toot for me.
It's a boot for me.
Okay.
But what do you think of her shaved head?
I do not like it. I do not like it. First of all, she's so she's so cute as boy Trixie.
Brian.
Brian? Brian. Yeah, he's so cute, and I mean, obviously his hairline is going away, receding, so he's shaving his head, but it just makes him look less attractive.
Yeah, he looked weird.
He just looked weird, and he's cute, and
Yeah.
I just
A shaved head is not for everyone.
shaved head, not that having a shaved head makes him not cute.
No.
It just is a real departure from how he looked, and
Yeah.
maybe I just need to get used to it. But
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan. It made him look somehow like more, like less Trixie somehow,
Yeah.
even though he's boy
Brian.
Brian. It made him look less Trixie somehow.
I agree. I wasn't a fan of it.
Not a fan.
But do what you want. Next,
Live your life, Brian.
Exactly. Next, we have Milk, who
Milk.
came in and said that she farted, and it just made me cackle. It was
And Trixie too.
Trixie
was
died.
living for that. And very Milk.
and very Milk.
I mean, very pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
I mean, this look on Milk, she said, what, denim Pinocchio?
Denim
I think that was
Pinocchio.
her thing. I mean, I think on anyone else it would not work, but of course, since Milk, it It works. I didn't actually know it was denim. This shows up better in the picture that it's denim.
Yeah,
But she's wearing her little crop top, her thigh high. What do you call those? I mean, those aren't really boots. It's like a garter boot
Chaps-esque.
combination.
Yeah.
Chaps-esque.
With a little lacy panty.
Yeah, and that I was not crazy about the hair, but it totally I loved it in the reading when she did the Sia. She's gonna Sia
She
this.
pulled it down. I hated the hair, but I loved that it was just a helmet with hair on it.
That's exactly what it was.
If I could wear a wig like
Wait,
that,
mood.
I would totally wear it.
Yeah.
So I love Milk.
Yeah.
I love her fashion choices, so I loved this. I thought it was innovative, it was cool, it was something you'd never seen before on Drag Race.
Yeah.
Those heels are
I love the
insane.
heels. Well, are they all one?
And yeah,
piece?
I think
I think that is
I
all
think
one.
it's all connected, yeah,
Yeah.
as like the legging kind of thing. Like she wore a legging with no pants, but panties.
See, this is what is interesting.
And her body
to me.
is insane.
Her body is fantastic. But this is what's interesting to me about this look is that so she had this made for her, and it probably cost a lot of money.
Sure.
And she's only gonna wear it once, or is she gonna take it out? 'Cause
No.
She doesn't really perform, does she?
She's
more
went
like
on
a
one of the
fashion
Christmas
queen.
tours.
Oh, she did.
Yeah. So I think she's probably getting more into performing now that she went off and did her model
Yeah.
thing. I'm pretty sure she's still on Marc Jacobs' payroll
Yeah.
as a model. She's the face of MDNA, the Madonna cosmetic line.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She got big stuff going on.
Wow. Good for you, Milk.
So she doesn't perform much because of that, but I think now that that's all out of the way, I think we'll see more of her, especially now that she's on the show. She'll start doing some more tours.
Yeah. I think she looks great. I like the outfit. It was the only thing, the one thing I didn't like, and this has nothing to really do with her outfit, is although she did say I'm here to inspire future challenges,
She did.
but she came off. I did not like the way she came off.
She came off a little pretentious.
I'm like, why are you being so cunty? Like Fifi and Roxy have been in the past. I just didn't think that was necessary.
I agree. I feel like the queens want to have that little bitchy side to them to get more airtime.
Well, yeah, but that's not Milk.
It's not her brand. It's not who she is.
Mhm.
And maybe it is who she is. I don't know.
I was disappointed by that.
I was as well. But I do give her credit because she is so innovative and has inspired challenges on the show.
She has.
From her season.
Yeah.
That can't be denied, but pull back just a little.
Pull back. No one needs that.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a 2.
2 for me.
Next we have Miss Chi-Chi DeVane.
The Bayou Queen.
From the swamps of Louisiana.
I love her accent. Girl, when
There's something about the way she talks that just drives me bananas.
Oh my God,
But
I
does it not in a bad
love
way.
it.
Not in a bad way.
It's so cute the way
Yeah.
I think she's so cute. As a boy and a girl, I think she's
Yeah.
cute.
I think she's a lot cuter now that she's got her hair.
Yes.
As
I did
well.
not love this outfit though.
This outfit's
I
busted.
thought this was. I was just like, oh, Chi-Chi.
If you want to claim yourself to be not the broke queen anymore, don't wear a yellow bathing suit from Kmart. Because that's what this is. It's so ugly.
well, the shoes,
The shoes.
to the nails, to the jewelry.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is she?
The color looks great on her.
Yeah, she looks good. I did not like the hat.
The hat was a mess.
The hat was a
Kind of
mess.
an afterthought, I think. I actually love the little trash bag shrug. I'm assuming she made it.
Yeah, I think if she had the trash bag shrug and then
Even with
something else,
a gown or a
yeah.
shinny dress, something.
Because then it'd be a cute little nod to her trash bag
Exactly.
fashion, like Alaska did when her entrance
Right.
on All Star. So I like that, but I agree with
Yeah,
you.
that's
Like
the most
the rest
interesting
of
part
it,
of this.
no. Everything is just. But remember when she took off her earrings and ate them?
Yeah.
What was that? The marshmallows?
Someone said that they were sweet tarts, but it looked too big to be.
They-
It looked to me like one of those round cheese crackers.
She's eating Ritz off of
She's
her.
got a Ritz on
Maybe
her.
it's a nod to Dina Ritz.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know what it was.
I thought they were like marshmallow.
Yeah, it was something candy edible.
I thought that was so
hope.
funny.
Otherwise, she's gonna poop it out later.
Mm.
This is a boot.
Yeah, I love Chi-Chi, but sorry, girl. It's a boob.
It's a boot. Thorgy Thor.
Oh, this makes me laugh just looking at it.
Thorgy is a clown through and through.
I mean, this is so Thorgy. I freaking loved it, and I think it looks great. She knows how to like, she knows how to do clown fashion.
She does,
and it's good.
It's hideous and works.
But it only works for her.
It only works for her. If anyone else came in, she'd be like, "What the hell are you wearing?"
Yeah.
I
mean, I wouldn't mind having those pants.
No, I would wear those
Pants
pants.
are totally you.
I would totally wear those pants.
You would totally wear those pants.
Yeah, I would probably wear this whole outfit minus the wig. I don't love the Mylar wig on her, and I think it's mainly because her hair is, there's so much of her hair.
Yeah, she has to really pile it.
Her head looks like it's 4 feet long.
Right, but that's very like Thorgy.
But that is who she is. I mean,
it's always high.
When she put the hat on that Chi-Chi had, it looked
It
better.
looked good.
It looked
good.
better.
Yeah, it did. It needs something to kind of maybe break it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's just her hair is just so big that it's.
But I'm not mad about
just too
this
big.
look. That's a toot for me.
It's a toot for me as well.
Yeah.
I liked it. She was good.
Yeah. Good job, Thorgy Story.
Morgan McMichaels, back from season.
Pretty good for a dead bitch.
Pretty good. She did have the best entrance line. I will give her that.
Do you like that?
If you don't know the backstory behind that, there's some kind of Twitter war that went on between her and season 2 winner, Tyra Sanchez. And
I didn't know
Tyra
that.
Sanchez tweeted out, "Rest in peace, Morgan Michaels." There was supposed to be some kind of show where they were all performing at, and
That's
then Tyra Sanchez tweeted that out, and they canceled the show. And then
I had no idea.
Morgan,
That's
in
funny.
her smart assness, staged a show of her funeral, and it was brilliant. I'm not a Tyra
That's
Sanchez fan,
amazing.
so I'm all in for it.
Right.
It
Exactly.
was her and Raven that kind of did the whole thing, and it was beautiful.
Oh, that's so funny.
So what do we think of this thing?
I do not like her look. I don't. You know why? For me, it does not look like Morgan McMichaels. She looks like Joan Collins trying hard to stay youthful.
Yeah.
She it does not do anything for her. The hair, like, frames her face in such a
it's too much
non-flattering
hair.
way.
She loves these bangs, and I just don't
I don't
understand why, because they just don't look good. They make her head look so small, but then with that hair, it's so big, and then that collar, it just shrouds her in. It's like she's not even in there.
Yeah, it envelops her, and she also, I've seen her, I mean, even on the episode, like the outfit she wore for the performance looked better.
Yeah.
There's just something about that. I think it's that. Is that a shrug or is it?
Yeah, it's some kind of jacket shrug wrap thing.
She
It
just
swallowed her.
It swallowed her up. It envelops
Yeah.
her. I just don't like it, and I also just think that she looks very old. And
Yeah. If she had pulled her hair back or wore short hair, it might be better because it's just so much.
Yeah.
The fabric around her and the hair, it just swallowed her head. It made her head look teeny tiny amidst all this volume.
It's very, very voluminous.
Voluminous.
Um,
Her
and
shoe is
you-
terrible too.
Her shoes?
That is
Yeah.
the
I-
bridesmaid pump.
And Raven, I hope Raven reads her on her.
I hope so too. I know they are good
Fashion photo
friends,
review.
but I hope she's
She'll
honest.
still read it. She'll still read her. I mean, the thing also about Morgan is that, like, on the episode, I mean, because it's been a long time since you've seen Morgan
Yeah.
McMichael, so everyone's like, "Who are you? What are you?" And she came in like very much like the bitch and wanting to be that way. It just felt to me like she immediately tried to create that persona, and that was all she was gonna do.
Yeah.
You know, like
Right.
from
She
the
came
very
in
beginning.
to be the bitch of
Yeah.
the show, which kind of turned me off because later when Ben comes in,
Yeah.
she said that Ben is act is tired. We've already seen that.
The recycled.
Girl,
yeah.
we've already seen you.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you haven't changed at all, then what's the point?
Yeah. Although now that I go back to this, like when I earlier made that dynasty
Yeah.
comment, like, okay, so maybe that was her intention. Maybe this is like Joan
Right, to be
Collins
the-
dynasty
to
inspired,
rule,
like
to rule the workroom.
I don't know. It didn't work for her because
It did not.
if you saw the episode, you know what happened. It didn't work for her, but I don't know. I don't like, and she's obviously like a lot of queens. She's gotten some work done.
Yes.
I just thought, I think it makes her look weird. Like in drag, some of these queens, like that's how they need to stay if they get this work done. Otherwise,
Right.
they just look
You
really
look weird.
And
out of it.
she was one that looks, as a boy, like too something.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
It's
I didn't
a
like
boot.
it. It's a boot for me.
A big boot.
Big old boot.
Aja came
Yes,
scooting
Aja
in.
Queen on her little scooter.
Our second set of
razor.
wheels.
Yes.
Aja Queen has a great wig on.
Is that all you're gonna say?
Really all I'm going to say about this. I hate this outfit. First of all, let's talk about the pant. It's a bikini. In case you don't recall, it's a bikini and a jacket and some heels and a good wig. I don't know, she wears these high-waisted bikini bottoms a lot.
Yeah.
And to me, they just look weird. And rumor has she has a really big penis.
So that's a meaty tuck going on.
And so she always has a meaty tuck, and it's very evident in her lip sync. To the point where if you really zoom in on it, you can see it.
Did you?
I didn't, but Nina Benina Brown did.
Nina and Aja were on the same season.
They were, and
Any
it
rumors
was like hanging down her leg.
Oh.
Not even tucked away.
I'm gonna have to look in. She's like, I can't even deal with this.
Yeah.
As far as the look goes, I actually like the look. I feel like it's very youthful, and Aja is a young queen. She's only like 23 or something, right?
Sure.
But this is an example of remember how she got just brutalized on her season
Yes.
for how she looked, not ready for HD. So she talked about the work she's gotten done.
Yes.
She looks so much better, but still as a boy, she is so not cute as a boy.
Busted.
And I hate to say that, Aja Queen, because I like you as a girl, but this works for me. I love
I like the jacket actually.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it more. I like the jacket.
It's very angular, geometric.
Yeah.
Everything. I like the look. I think it's cute. It's very minimal. Maybe as a work
Yeah.
entrance.
Not the great entrance.
Yeah.
I think I just don't like the bikini. I think that's my problem with it because I do like the jacket actually.
Like what would she have had on the bottom that would have made this look? If she had tried to keep the jacket at the top.
You could keep the top. Yeah, I would just put a little mini skirt would be cute. It could be in the same fabric as her panty. But I don't know. I don't like it. It's a boot for me, except for that wig.
It's a toot for me. I like it. I like the look. I also liked her entrance when she said, "I have unfinished business," and did her whole.
Yeah.
I thought it was cute.
I get it.
It's a toot.
So talking about the work she had done,
Yeah.
she said she had her lips done. Well, someone else had said she had the lips done. She said, yeah, my lips, my cheeks, my chin, my skin, and some Botox in her forehead.
Yeah.
That is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, especially when you're so young.
When you're a young lady.
Yeah.
Because
I understand.
that is upkeep.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be, you're going to have to continue with that.
I do understand her getting more chin because she likes to wear those high collar things
Yes,
and it
and
just swallows her like this.
But I loved
this.
her, I had the Alyssa Edwards
And she
season
did
5
it, and
chin.
she totally did.
You're right, you saw it exactly.
Yeah.
As soon as you did, you're like, oh my god.
She did it, you're like, oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
But I don't think Alyssa Edwards ever fixed hers
Yeah.
that I know of. But who knows, maybe she did. Anyway, I didn't like it. It's a boot.
It's a toot for me.
I like your wig.
Good job, Aja.
Ben de la Creme.
Ben de la Creme.
She came in a recycled gown and it was pointed out very clearly. But I think because it's recycled, I don't mind. Well, no, I'm not going to say because it's right. Because it's different, I don't mind it being recycled. It was a gown before. She cut off that mermaid and made it a skirt, and it's cute.
It's totally cute. I mean, look, from head to toe, she's got those little patterns in there.
In her hair, they're on her shoes.
I thought it was really cute.
I think it's stunning.
I like a little nod to how something
To
from
where
their
they came
season
from.
Because she was season 5, season 6.
Six.
So for a lot of I know that I read on that VH1, this was their largest debut ever for Drag Race.
For Drag Race, yes.
So a lot of people are seeing Ben for the first time, and may or may not, but probably won't go back to her season to check her out.
Right.
So I like that they kind of throw a little something back, from those seasons. I thought it was totally cute.
I thought it was cute.
I love Ben de la Creme. I think she's terminally delightful.
Terminally delightful.
But even her entrance, I love that she did the same kind of little zigzaggy pattern in the
Yeah, she did the exact same entrance, which totally is her thing.
Yeah.
I didn't like the queens talking about her saying that she disappeared.
Yeah, that made no sense.
Because, I don't know if it's going to be in future episodes where they're going to bring that up, but I've seen her twice live. both times fantastic shows.
Well, her and like Jinx, they're like theater queens,
Right, they do-
burlesque queens. They're like,
They're talking about she hasn't done any of the Drag Race tours.
Yeah.
Which maybe she don't want to do them.
Well, she said she was really depressed after her tour, so maybe she didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
but that's
so-
also not her genre.
It's not her thing. Yeah, she puts on her own shows. She does they are fully planned out cabaret shows, and I think she's
Yeah,
actually
She's talented.
producing a musical in Seattle that she wrote. So she is working. She's not working on Drag Race, but she is working.
Yeah.
And it's a big toot for me.
It's
I
a
loved
big,
it.
Yeah, it's a big two for me. But the other thing about Ben de la Creme that I think is really different from other queens, is that, like Aja, and I thought it really showed up in the lip sync. She's a much more fully realized performance artist.
Right.
That drag happens to be her venue, whereas Aja is like a drag queen.
A lot of the queens also talk. I mean, not a lot. Milk talked about her being kind of duplicitous on her season, where she does what she needs to be congenial, but that's not really who she is. But I'm
I
going to speak
disagree.
to that because no, I think it's probably true.
Really? I don't think so.
I met her in P-Town as boy Ben, and he wasn't so nice.
Really?
And it could be that it was just after season 6, so it
Right.
could have just been part of the whole spiel of I just did this thing and
Yeah.
now people want to talk to me.
Right.
And that's fine. You don't have to talk to me. But her character that she does is spot on. She never breaks it. When she's in drag, she is Ben de la Creme. When she is out of drag, she's Ben. And that's perfectly fine to be. You don't have to do both. You're not going to get this character as a boy.
Yeah.
People would think she's nuts.
Yeah, you know what's kind of funny about you saying that is that, some of the queens, they don't really have a differentiation between
Right.
their boy and their girl.
Right. Aja is Aja.
Right. So when we were watching All Stars 3 we watched it at Gym Bar, and I was watching it with DJ, and he was like, I love his voice as boy Ben. Like, that was his thing. He said it many times.
Yeah.
But then when he becomes Ben de la Creme, there's an
It's raised.
it's raised. So I like that real
It's-
distinction.
Yeah. There's a definite separation between the two. Whereas in some of the queens there aren't.
Yeah. So, anyways, this was the big
It's a big
boot
toot.
for me. Or big toot.
Big,
Not a big boot.
Not a big
A
boot.
big toot.
A big booty.
A big booty for the 2T.
Yes. Kennedy
Oh my God.
Davenport.
Love Candy's look. I love it. Oh, so you're like Trixie's white noise comment, huh?
Yeah, I wrote it down right here. White noise of ugly.
I did like the comment. This was my favorite look from all of the looks that came in. Kenny, she comes in and this is a statement like, I am here to slay everyone.
Sure.
I love this look.
I
What
love
don't-
this
What
wig.
don't you like about it?
I love the atom bomb explosion.
Exactly. It's that tree of life,
It's the growing out of her. What I don't, actually love the dress.
Oh,
I think
love
the gown
everything.
is gorgeous. I hate the shit on her face.
Really? Oh,
I think
love
it is
that.
placed sloppily, and I think there's too much of it. If she had just done a beautifully painted face with this, it would have been
With
top,
just like
a
the
top
mask,
two for me.
maybe?
Not even the mask.
You know,
Because there's so much going on with the dress, and by the way, I love the little disco ball. I hope it's an actual purse. It's probably not, but I hope it is. Because there's so much going on with the dress, the face just drove me bananas, and I think it's terrible. If she had
love
just
it
taken
all.
them off, take the mask off, have a beautifully painted face, the wig and the dress and the disco ball are enough.
I love it. You know what's
Coco
funny?
Chanel said it. Take one thing off. Look in the
Take one
mirror.
thing-
Take one thing off.
off.
Take that face off.
You know, it's funny to hear you talk about her face being like it looks like sloppily put together. Because can't you just see Candy spending 2 hours in the mirror, like
Gluing them on.
each? Because that's like art right there.
It is.
The only thing, and I can imagine like this coming up on Fashion Photo Review, where they talk about the dress, the length of the dress. Like this is where I'm like, I actually think the dress is a little too short.
Short.
Like it would have been better if it had been like somehow like floor length or like spilling out a little bit.
I don't mind the length of
I
it in
love
the
it.
front, but I think it should have a train.
Yeah,
Like
a
a little
train
bit of
or
a train,
something,
like
yeah.
so it's a little uneven.
It's so
But it makes it
dramatic,
easier to
though.
walk when it's that length.
I
Having one down or two,
yeah.
it is much easier to walk when it's that length.
Of course, yeah, because you're not tripping.
You're
I
not-
just
you're
think
not
it's
stepping.
beautiful. I think it's a statement entrance, and this makes me sad that this will probably be the only time she wears this dress.
It has to be.
Because
Well, no, you
unless
wear-
she wants to give it to me, Candy, if you ever watch this and you want to loan it to
Kennedy,
me,
wear this dress and don't put that shit on your face.
I would love to have this be my drag entrance dress. My drag debut.
I will recycle it and wear it on RuPaul's
Oh.
Drag Race.
I think it's so beautiful.
The dress is beautiful. So I'm gonna toot the dress. I'm gonna boot that face.
I'm gonna give a big toot for both.
And then we have a giant Tiffany box come in. So we all know who it is.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah. I love this outfit. It is perfect for
So
her. It has her hallelujah statement on it, which I can do less of, but I'm fine with it. But it fits her perfectly. She has a giant white bow, which I also have.
Yeah.
I should have worn it today, and I didn't. I know where she got it. But I think this is perfect for her.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a great color on her. It is cute. It's kind of simple, but I like it.
Yeah, it's cute. It is. It's simple. Like it's very basic. But what I appreciate about that is that this is another like. All it says on there is Hallelujah, because she's an old queen. Season 2 and season 3.
Yeah.
So people that are watching might be like, "What's this Hallelujah
What does that
business
mean?"
about?" And they're gonna
Yeah.
maybe look her up. Nothing else takes away from the Hallelujah because that's all that's on her
That's all
outfit.
that's there.
I think it's totally cute. I mean, talk about like a glow up from her seasons. She's like the Aja of season, when she first came on, because she was busted.
She was.
In Ben's
Every
read on
possible
her
way. Ben's read was
was the
brilliant.
best. It was the best. But it's very true. Like Shangela was so busted when she came out, and she even said,
Yeah.
"I thought I was doing fine, but then you need to know something about hair
Right.
and makeup and clothes," and that's really true.
And it is. And she's learned all that.
Yeah, she looks
And
fantastic.
perfected it. She's fantastic.
We saw her at DragCon,
At DragCon.
and she looked fantastic.
She does the outgoing message on my voicemail, and I will never delete it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I this is a big toot for me.
Big two.
She
Loved
looks
it.
good.
Thought she looked great. Then Rue's gonna come in and talk to the queen, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
We don't really care about that. But we do care about her announcing this 10th mystery queen. Everyone kind of knew who it was gonna be. And lo and behold, it is the one and only Cameroon!
Oh my God.
Miss
I
Bibi Zahara
gagged
Benet.
when she came out.
And girl walked in like a queen.
Oh my gosh. That was the best entrance I've seen of almost anyone on any
Anytime,
season.
anytime.
She killed it.
She walked in like she owned that place.
Yeah. We were in Gym Bar and it was packed, and when the doors opened and she came out, everyone gagged. I mean, everyone was just like, she made an entrance of all entrances.
Yeah.
I mean, that outfit.
The outfit is stunning.
She looks amazing. I mean, because I saw her at DragCon in person, and I didn't really think she looked that great. But she looks
It's really perfection. Her hair looks great. Her makeup looks great. This dress is insane.
everything.
It's put together 1,000% right.
Mhm.
Good for her.
Yeah, good for her.
Good for her. So obviously this is a big toot.
Yeah.
I wasn't the happiest person that she was coming back, as were those other queens, clearly.
Yeah.
Except Thorgy was just like bananas.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where they cut the editing.
I know
She was-
exactly. You're not really
like,
sure. Yeah.
Is that real?
Right.
Yeah, so I'm still not 100% happy that she's back, which is why we'll talk about the rumor later, which makes me very happy. If it's true, it would make so much more sense.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I will say, in her confessionals, she is a lady. I have never.
She's very. I mean, the way she postures.
She's
she
very
holds
Felicia
herself.
Rashad,
Oh my
royalty.
God, yes. Very,
speaking
very,
like
very much.
this. Oh, yes.
Well,
Oh.
she just thinking about like her evolvement over season 1 winning.
Yeah.
Is that she's was the first queen.
She was.
So she's maybe taken that on as like
That's who she is.
That's who she is. She
is leading the way.
Yeah.
For those of you who've never watched season 1, I hope you caught it on the repeat that they finally aired it, because this might be the first time they've ever reshowed it.
Yeah. It's been years since
it's a terrible season. Production-wise, not queen-wise. I think some of the queens are fantastic on there. I was not a BB fan then.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge BB fan now, but she's winning me over.
Yeah. I agree.
I hope that other people will find her because of this. I feel bad if you haven't seen season 1, because it paved the way for everything else.
Well, so on that note, I like that Ru was like, hey, that was season 1, like Vaseline, the filter.
She won $20,000.
Ru said the internet wasn't invented yet.
Exactly.
You know? So,
and that is true. There was no
there was no.
Facebook wasn't huge then.
No.
Twitter didn't exist. Instagram didn't exist. Yeah, all these things that the queens used to perpetuate themselves.
Right. So I'm not mad about the fact that BB came back, because that was a rumor and there were other names kicked around. I was really hoping that like Kim Chi would walk in. Like, who would be like total gag worthy? Like Willem or Kim Chi?
Willem would have been a gag worthy moment, because no one expects her to ever come back.
But BB Zahar Benet, when she walked in, even though there were rumors, it was still like, oh my gosh, especially looking like this.
Exactly. When she walked in, you're like, that is why you're there.
Ova. But I mean, obviously a big toot for her, but I'm really happy that she's gonna get the airtime that she really deserves.
She deserves, yeah.
Because I think about all the other season 1 queens. I mean, with the exception of Pork Chop and like Nina Flowers.
Nina Flowers. She was on All Stars 1, which was also terrible.
You don't really hear about any queens from there.
I was hoping. Yeah, she was also on All Stars 1.
Yeah, she's on All Stars 1.
The one I was hoping from season 1 to come back would be Angina.
Yeah,
bring her back.
Angina does some stuff for like Logo or New Now Next.
She does. But she's still working. She's working hard.
She's so cute. I'd love to see her come back too. But anyways, it's great to have BB back.
BB's back.
I'm a fan.
It's a toot.
It's a toot. It's a toot for me.
So then we go into our first mini challenge.
Yeah.
Yay, mini challenge!
The library is open.
Thank you, VH1, for doing an hour and a half so we could have mini challenges this season, because I enjoy them.
Yes. Although in other seasons, the premiere has been 2 hours, so I don't know why VH1 is cutting down the time. But I appreciate.
But every episode last season was
an hour. Not even an hour, like
chopped up.
45
minutes. 40 minutes probably with commercials. But because we have an hour and a half, which is really, I download it on iTunes as well, so that I can rewatch it.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So that is 26 minutes of commercials that you sat through.
Too much.
Going back, you watched at Gym Bar. I was in San Francisco for the weekend, so I actually saw it at the Oasis, which I found out is owned by Heckelina, which I had no idea.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's the Oasis at?
It is down in the Mission.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you where.
Yeah.
Because I just don't know.
I hadn't heard of it, but in the Oasis or in the Mission?
In the Mission, yeah.
Gotcha.
And it's kind of become a big drag. That's where all the drag queens go now. Kind of like the Beachman here.
Yeah.
So it was hosted by the one and only Sister Roma.
Yes, I love Sister Roma.
Who was entertaining.
Yeah.
The one queen from San Francisco that was on Drag Race, Honey Mahogany.
You should have worn your caftan.
She did not wear a caftan.
Whoa, that's not in anymore? What, it's fitted now?
It is fit. She was fitted. She looked good. She wore a big afro. She's actually very political and is thinking about running for political office in San Francisco, which is fantastic.
That's awesome.
She passed around petitions for people to sign.
Really? Wow.
And our special guest was Miss Laganja Estranja.
Oh, really?
Who I hated on season 6. But she has grown up a lot. She looked stunning.
Did she?
And then after the show, she did this performance that was phenomenal.
She's an amazing performer.
Phenomenal. Yeah. She is a
amazing
performer, and that is what she's known for.
Yeah.
But during the show, her look was magnificent. She was in all white. She was like an ice princess, and she had this weird cage thing around her. The only thing I didn't like about her was she had a white lip on.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it needed like a liner just to outline it. Otherwise, I just watched her face out.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was there. I will tell you that the San Francisco crowd went bananas for Aja.
Really? Really?
And knew every word she was going to say.
Oh, wow.
It was bizarre to me.
That's interesting.
But I know that the queens were just there for Christmas. They were there over Christmas, New Year's week.
So she must have made
she was probably, she made a big impression there, apparently.
Maybe they're all, maybe they all hate Valentina. So they're rooting for Asha.
Everyone hates Valentina. That's not true. Don't send me roses.
You're going to get flooded with roses now.
So anyway, on to the library challenge.
Yeah.
What do you think overall? We'll break it down, but overall.
I mean, overall, there were some good zingers. I'm always a little underwhelmed that some of the queens can't come up with a good read.
Yeah.
And some of them really don't know how to read because they go for they throw shade.
Mean. It's a mean.
And mean rather than being.
Right. It needs to be, I guess, mean, but with a sense of humor to it.
Like,
not just mean.
Like Ben reading is perfection.
Right.
She's a great reader. Shangela's great at it.
So what happens with these reading challenges, they are given names ahead of time.
Oh, so they don't read everyone.
So they can plan. No.
Oh.
So they can plan before they even go on the show. They're given a list of 50 queens that could be there.
Oh, so for them to develop their.
So they can come up with things, but I mean, coming up with 50 reads is a lot. So
it is.
But I think the queens that they're given are probably easy to narrow down as to who's
exactly
probably going to be there. I mean, if you got a list and it said Bibi Zahara Benet, you'd be like, that bitch ain't coming on the show. She already won.
You get Stacey
so
Lane
you'll
Matthews.
See, no one read her except for Ben.
Oh, that's true.
So yeah, no one had planned anything for her.
That's true. But you know what? Even if you know what's going to happen. So when you first show up and you see the other queens come in, you should immediately start thinking.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, some of the reads sounded a little recycled, and it's like, have I heard that somewhere before, or is that just like too easy to do?
Or is it just something that everyone says?
Right, exactly. So I mean, a reading challenge is a challenge. I mean, it's not easy to come up with like a read on the spot.
Yeah.
But sometimes in this one, I was a little underwhelmed. But the ones that were good, Ben, Shanji, Bibi, were all really great.
Yeah. Bibi,
I love Bibi's reads. She was funny. You didn't think so?
I wrote not good.
No, she went about Thorgy Thor. She's like, mother, she looks homeless. And then she was like,
that's not a read.
And then, yes, it is. It's a total read. And then her read on Morgan McMichaels was funny. She's like, I would read Morgan McKnight. I would totally read Morgan. It's so hard to read Morgan McMichaels, but I can't do that because life.
Oh,
right.
Okay, yeah, right.
Like,
life is done.
Life is hard. Life is done enough. Yeah.
Anyway, so let's go through them. Thorgy, we're not going to go through everything they said. Thorgy was boring.
I can't even remember what she said.
Exactly.
Even her to come right out of the gate though, she's the first queen up, and she makes a Bob.
Nothing.
Makes a Bob reference.
And Bob the drag queen was in the audience at the show I was at.
Oh, that's right. You sent that picture.
As well as Darian Lake.
Yeah.
As boys, they were boys in the audience.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to see.
Yeah. It was just Thorgy was boring.
They also did a game for the biggest RuPaul fans. They picked 5 people, and Bob went up there as one of them and didn't win.
How come you didn't enter?
I wouldn't have won either.
No.
They asked really
very specific questions.
Yeah, one of them was, which queen has the most Instagram followers?
Oh, see.
In my heart of hearts, I would say. Valentina, because
she's not. I think I know this one because there just was a.
There must have just been something about it.
There was.
Because this queen knew exactly how many she had.
Is it Detox?
Nope. Bob the drag queen said, well, officially it's RuPaul.
Oh.
But she's not a contestant. So then he said Bianca Del Rio.
No.
Which also makes sense, but she's not that.
Who is it? Oh, Adore.
Adore.
Yeah, Adore, because of her music.
It was 1.2 million.
Yeah, there was
insane.
There literally was just an article about this. That's why they probably.
And then they asked the final question to pick a winner was, what is RuPaul's net worth?
Oh, jeez.
And this queen knew it.
I don't know. What is it? 15 million? I don't know.
Yeah, it was lower than I thought it was.
Well, she's had to work. She's going to come into her money like.
Yeah, it's
lately.
only 7 million.
Oh.
Which seems really low.
Does seem really low. She's gonna have to up her selfie. She's
gonna
up her
she's gonna
her picture.
When you go to DragCon next year, it's gonna be $100, not $60.
We got to get that number up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was Bob Druckmann was there, so it was really
Yeah.
kind of funny that Thorgy mentioned him
So Thorgy
already.
boring. I didn't really like Thorgy's.
No, hers was
reads.
boring. Chi-Chi I wrote boring as well because they were just kind of.
Chi-Chi, her one line was funny when she said about Thorgy, like, Christmas with the cranks, honey.
That was funny. I will say, Thorgy had a good idea with her Chi-Chi one about stealing her wallet.
Yeah.
But
It
then
just,
she had to bring in stealing my place. No, I
Yeah.
think stealing your wallet is funnier because it's a little racist. I don't know if y'all heard that. I said it's a little racist.
well, she also is like, I mean, she's trying to connect the two, but she just didn't do it. very
It did,
good
yeah,
job.
it did. It
fell
was
flat.
a good idea. It didn't work.
Yeah, it fell flat.
Kennedy Davenport, whew, might have been my least favorite.
I don't remember.
I'm not a Kennedy fan. I want you all to know that she is on my roster for the Drag Race Fantasy League, but she was my fourth choice. I couldn't get my third choice.
I don't even remember what she said, so.
Yeah, exactly. Milk I thought was surprisingly good.
Milk was fine. I loved her, like, read on Kennedy. The only queen that doesn't need to look both ways.
Oh.
You don't know, Kennedy has a
She has a wonky
lazy
eye.
So, she's been read for that before.
I took it
but was
that way. I
funny.
took it two different ways. I took it that way, and I also took it that she's two-faced.
Oh.
But it was about her wonky eye. But I was like,
Interesting.
she's also very two-faced.
Interesting. Okay.
And so she went up the both
All right.
ways.
All right.
So Milk I enjoyed. Morgan was the one that I thought was just
She was
blatantly mean.
She was not good.
She didn't know how to
Yeah.
read anyone properly, and I don't know if that's maybe the character that she's just trying
Yeah.
to portray still.
Her and Aja both were just mean.
Yeah.
I didn't really like theirs.
Shangela was good.
Shangela was
I
good.
enjoyed hers. Trixie was, I say she was really good, but mainly for the Aja one. Her Aja
I don't remember what
read
she said.
was brilliant. It was, Aja, you're beautiful.
Oh.
You're gorgeous. You look like Seal.
That was really
It was
good.
genius. She worked on that one for a while.
Yeah. You look like
And
Seal.
it came off so good.
It landed well, yeah.
Aja, yeah, I wrote dumb. She's just dumb.
Yeah, it was.
She is not smart.
Yeah.
And I think she wants to be able to read because that's the kind of queen that she wants to be, and it just didn't work here.
Yeah.
Ben was the clear winner.
Ben was
were
so funny.
hysterical.
Yeah.
Her Thorgy one about it was funny.
Yeah.
The Shangela being old was funny. The Trixie with the locked door was entertaining. Wasn't the best.
I don't really get that. What does that mean?
Well, it was because when Trixie did her first Meet the Queens video in season 7,
Uh-huh.
she's like, people paint for the balcony, I paint for the coffee store down the block.
Right.
And so Ben kind of did a play on that, saying you painted for the back row, which is where your audience is when you remember to lock the doors because they're trying to get out.
Oh.
Because they're trying to get out. So
I got it.
it's mildly entertaining, but not
Got
the
it.
best.
Got it.
The BB one I thought was hysterical.
Was that the crown?
It was about the crowns
Yeah.
and the dental work because if you know those early queens,
They all
they
were
all had
busted.
some jacked up teeth.
Those were always reads.
Those were the reads, yes. And
Your
BB,
girl
I
is
see BB I wrote not
busted.
good.
BB was I thought she was good. She was just very
I thought they weren't. I felt like they weren't planned out, and if they were just bad.
they were very I mean, it's interesting, like you're gonna bring up this theory later, but if it's part of that, it was very safe.
It was.
It did nothing to put her in the top, nothing to put her in the bottom.
Exactly.
She was safe.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
She was safe.
She was safe.
Not good. Anyway, Ben wins. Clearly,
wins, clearly.
clearly the winner. She got a $3,000 gift certificate to LA Iworks, which will buy you maybe one pair of glasses there. If you put in like $500. If you want to see more reads, apparently they're available on VH1. I didn't go through them.
Did you? Yeah, I didn't look.
Because I think they put the best ones
Yeah,
on here.
there's not gonna be any good ones.
Unless you know they're being shady and put the bad ones on people for a reason.
Yeah.
And then I wrote down Chi-Chi ate her earring. We're back to that. She ate her earring. If anyone knows what it is, by all means, comment on it.
Marshmallow, something.
Yeah, something. They made, instead of a, we're not getting, what is that called? Oh my god, I lost my train of thought. They're not doing the extra episode.
Oh, Untucked?
Untucked.
Yeah.
Thank you. They're not doing the Untucked for All Stars. And so I think that's why we're getting more workroom chatter. And they decided to talk about their performances. And Thorgy said that she's playing the violin, which
Mhm.
made me very happy because I just saw her at the Christmas show where she played the violin, and it was fantastic. And then a lot of queens said they're going to be dancing and lip syncing to their own
stuff,
song.
which, you know, if you're thinking about like this is your way to make some money too, it makes sense.
It is.
Like Shanji's a working girl, so she's like, I want people to buy my stuff on iTunes.
It was totally to make people buy their music, which I did not like, but I understand.
I understand it, but you know.
I will, however, say that it is a variety show, not a talent show.
Very true.
There was not much variety.
Not much variety.
I would have liked a little more variety in my variety show, or just call it another talent show, or just call it Drag Race, because that's all they did.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanna do a variety show, it almost should be like Ru has categories that you have to pick from
to perform. This is what you're allowed to do.
Yeah, and not.
There could be 2 lip syncers, maybe. But I also feel like lip sync. If you're gonna do your own song, I feel like you should do it live.
Yeah, you should have to sing it live
because
it's.
You're lip syncing and dancing. You're just performing at the club.
Yeah, exactly. How is it different than you being at a club?
Yeah, it could be lip sync for your legacy. The same thing.
Yeah.
You're doing it already.
And I agree. That's a good point.
So that's why I was disappointed with that. But I was entertained. I'm not
it was
gonna lie
entertaining.
about that.
For most of them.
For most of them.
And entertained in the wrong way. For some of them.
For a few of them. So Morgan wants to send the strongest competitors home, and this becomes a big bone of contention for people.
Yeah.
I don't
mean,
have any problem with her saying that. But I think Aja said, she's like, it's a good strategy, but I wouldn't tell everyone that.
Yeah. She is. And actually that's when she said that and they were giving Morgan so much airtime, I thought, okay, Morgan's going home.
Right. They're all gonna want to send her
of
home.
this. But I thought if I were on this show, that's
what I would do.
Maybe what I would do. I don't know.
I would totally do it. If you win the power to do it, you send home whoever you want. They might not be the worst, but they might.
I don't know.
They might send you home.
I think I would probably I would maybe try and build a consensus around it, like what's our strategy, and is everybody on?
Yeah.
But if you have someone like Morgan that's like, no, I'm not going to do that, then maybe you should get rid of them. I don't know.
No, the consensus thing was weird last All-Star season. I didn't fully agree with it.
It didn't work because they continued to keep Roxy in. So they said that was what they were going to do, but they really didn't.
They didn't.
They didn't follow
They
it.
kept the safe one.
Which is what was shady about it.
And I don't know if it was
she stayed around too
the
long.
friend, that they were friends, that's my sister, blah, blah, blah. No, she was the worst, and they just kept her there.
Well, they read Alaska for that, remember? Like, she gave me, can we all agree if you loan someone your Brody Rhinestone tank top, you're not going to keep them? That was a total read for Alaska for keeping Roxy.
Because
she was the weakest in that group that, kind of dwindled down. But anyways,
so that gonna bite Morgan in the ass again. Kennedy still came off as a mean, bitter old queen. I thought this whole episode. She just kept saying the shady things in her confessional parts. And they weren't entertaining shade, it was just nasty.
Well, I would say about Kennedy, to me, she just feels very flat. I mean, I just don't think she has much of a personality.
She has no personality.
It's just very
and I actually felt boring. Because like I said, I'm not a Kennedy fan. I wasn't on season 7. She still has resentment for not being in the top 3 over Pearl. But to me, Pearl was more entertaining television than Kennedy was.
Like Pearl's no energy thing became like the funny ongoing storyline.
Yeah.
Whereas Kennedy just because she's this like amazing dancing queen who can move, but it doesn't translate to her high energy like anything else.
No,
so it's kind of weird.
She's just as sleepy as Pearl.
It's very
like she talks.
It's very like incongruent somehow.
Yeah.
There's a disconnect between the two. But whatever.
But then watching her meet the queens for All Stars, and you hear a little bit of her backstory. I mean, she had a tough life growing up. Her dad didn't accept her.
Oh, yeah.
And then her sister is mentally retarded, so she had to take care of her.
That's right.
I think they live with her grandmother now.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, she's actually a really good person.
Yeah.
She just doesn't come off that way.
Just doesn't come across that way, I mean, like her variety show, I thought she did amazing. You know, out of like the dancers, she wasn't my favorite dancer,
No.
but she was great.
She was good.
She was.
I also would say that because she didn't try to lip sync. She just went out there to dance.
She was
so
just
it's
out there
completely different.
Yeah.
That worked more for me than anything else.
That thing she did when she went out on her back and then her legs
And
like
her legs
open
flipped
and
over,
I
yeah.
mean,
It was great.
that was amazing.
So let's go move on to that while we're here.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Ru on the runway?
Her little fuzzies like all
I
over.
love them.
There's only been maybe 1 or 2 looks that I have not liked on Ru. She always looks amazing. I was most interested, and probably you were too, about what her hair and makeup would look like.
Exactly.
And she still doesn't look like season 7, season 8
she's
Ru.
not as perfected as Matthew Anderson.
Yeah.
But it's getting closer.
But she looked certainly better than last season when it was like,
It's terrible.
what's going on? But I thought she looked good.
I thought she looked good too. I loved the dress. Our
I
judges.
just wish that wig line would come up a little bit more. She just,
You mean down more?
yeah, down, like
Yeah.
down. Yeah, just
Yeah.
down a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. A little too much forehead.
Yeah,
But not Morgan McMichael's bangs.
no, definitely not.
Judges, we have Michelle Visage, Carson Kressley.
Michelle Visage got some work done.
Oh,
and-
always.
But she did not, like when I first saw her, I was like, girl, what did you do? She looked weird.
I didn't even look at her because
Oh
I
my
can't stand
God.
her.
She looked weird.
And Ross Matthews. And our guest judge was Vanessa Hudgens.
Whose dress I love.
Her dress was great. She added nothing to this show. I think she said 3 critiques the whole time.
She's a great VH1 choice though, because a lot of like the straight girls and their boyfriends
That's
watching
true.
are gonna be like,
Wow.
oh, Vanessa Hudgens, let's watch her.
I was trying to figure out what else she's done.
High School Musical.
That's the only thing.
And she has had a somewhat. Wow,
She did movies?
Has she done any singing really?
I don't think so. She hasn't put out a song that I know of.
She's in that same vein of like Demi
I listen
Lovato
to show
and
tunes.
Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez, but they're much more talented than
Right, they
Vanessa
actually
Hudgens.
do music.
Yeah,
Anyway, she was there.
she was there.
So we have Shangela up first in our variety show. She's the lip sync and dance to her own song.
Which
What a
I
surprise.
love that song. That's a great video.
It's-
I came to work. It's great. She's good.
Of the lip sync and dance to her song, she was probably my favorite.
She owned that stage.
She did.
She set the tone.
That is what she does. That is what the whole House of Edwards does. If
Yep.
you've ever seen any of them, that's
Oh
what
my
they
God.
all do.
Yeah.
Her energy is so high. I don't know what she's doing. And that death drop at the end
Oh my
was
God, yeah.
fantastic.
The shablam. That
Yes.
Vanessa Hudgens called it.
Shablam.
Shablam.
I don't know why she's still doing them. She broke her leg doing them.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh.
She hosted, I want to say season 6 finale here in New York. And it was like right after she broke her leg and she came out in a wheelchair.
Oh.
In a full gown.
In a wheelchair.
But yeah, she broke her leg doing a death drop, so that's when I would stop doing them.
Wow.
Not that I could ever do one.
Yeah.
Anyway. She came out in a choir robe that said,
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, and then revealed it to a bodysuit and thigh high.
And Dias, yeah. Consider him burnt. That was a great.
Yeah, she had the best comeback on the runway. I mean, on the judges' critiques. I'm very watching all of the bodysuits and thigh highs on this episode made me bananas. I was going crazy. I was like, what are they doing?
The look,
But
apparently.
it was embellished.
Yeah.
It was not Chi-Chi's bathing suit.
I didn't mind it.
No, it was fine.
But
It
her
worked.
performance was amazing.
Her performance was fantastic.
Yeah.
Bibi Zahara Benet.
Yeah, now we talked about this before about her look.
I want to say her look was fantastic.
Yeah.
Doing an African dance, and I guess that's her song because it was
Yeah,
by Cameroon.
yeah, I didn't know that was her song, but yeah.
It was interesting. She only lip synced the little clicky noises,
Oh,
which was funny.
Her language.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which was interesting to me. I appreciated that. Her African dance I thought was good.
It's great.
She did that little reveal as well with the feathers. All good.
She looked great.
Let's go to her wig.
Now, see, I don't know if I totally agree with you. You probably did a little bit of research, maybe.
I did,
but we disagreed about her wig because her wig, she came out very like Lion King-esque. The makeup looked amazing. Off Broadway. That was Trixie's read.
That was Trixie.
And then Barry said that that was the same wig that she had on season 1.
Season 1.
Which that I definitely agree with like that. She did that same look season 1. That wig to me looked like an upgrade from that season 1 wig. It was bigger. Maybe she just teased it out more, but she probably has not had that same wig since 2009. That's almost
She only got
10 years.
$20,000. I think it's the same wig.
I don't know about that.
And it's, I mean,
She looked great nonetheless.
a wig you are going to wear more than once.
Yeah, because that is some.
Because that's a lot of wig.
And it's a lot of money too. those
And
wigs.
wigs, are not cheap. So I can give her a pass for that. I just thought it was weird that if it really is the wig from season 1, it made me sad.
I don't
But
know.
she did only win $20,000, so
She looked good. And
use every penny. She looked great. She did
performance
great
was
dance. All good.
Yeah.
Another reason I was convinced that it's okay for her to be back right now. Thorgy played the violin, like we said. I loved it.
She sounded great. I didn't know that was Sissy That Walk though.
I listened to it like 4 times,
Me too.
trying to figure it out, and it's not there. But maybe it is to see that walk.
I did not.
in a classical sense, but I didn't get it.
She looked fantastic. I love that jumpsuit.
The jumpsuit was
I loved her
everything.
hair.
The hair was crazy, but it worked for her.
totally
It worked for her.
I thought she was
Um,
great.
Like I said, her wigs always have to be ginormous because of her dreads. I would love for her to come out in her dreads one time in drag.
Has she
as an
ever?
outfit. I don't know if she ever has.
Yeah, I don't know.
She did those crazy, like plastic tube dread.
Yeah.
hat
Oh
thing.
yeah.
But I don't know that she's ever worn her dreads. But I'd like to see that one time.
Maybe it'd be hard to maybe feminize her dreads. Maybe that's
But you
why
could do like a
I don't
weird
know.
Adore Delano, crazy hippie chick costume.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wear your wigs, wear your dreads sometime. Anyway, she has real talent, and she did a cartwheel one-handed.
Yeah.
Aja lip sync and danced to, I guess, what was her song?
Oh yeah. She was.
It's called "Level Your Pussy Up."
And girl levels
it. I gotta give it to her because
She
performing
was
is her thing.
Fantastic.
She had 2 costume reveals. I loved the little samurai Asian thing.
Yeah.
She could have worn that the whole time and I would have been fine with it. The middle one with the fringe I didn't love, but that jumpsuit with the
Yeah.
arrow on her pussy pointing
Being leveled up. It was good.
I enjoyed that as well. She did the crazy platform death draw.
Like, I don't know how she did that
Which,
without breaking.
Good for you.
something. That's something you can do when you're 23.
Yeah. Yes.
But she really surprised everybody.
she did. She pulled it
And
out.
I was totally surprised, and that's
I mean, having seen her
what I
perform,
love.
I knew she could perform. The song is awful.
Yeah.
But her dancing,
most drag
her
queen
dancing
songs are.
is great. Her tricks are good. She does a little too many of them for my taste, but that is just me.
Yeah.
But she does them well.
Something you never saw in her season.
Yeah.
She never did any. I mean, she wasn't around long enough to do any
No.
of that, but even in her lip sync for her life, she never
went out
brought that
that much.
level. So I was happy
Yeah.
for her.
She did good.
Yeah.
Kennedy just danced, no lip sync, which I appreciated a lot
She was
more.
good.
She wore a bodysuit and thigh highs.
Mm-hmm.
Cal Surprise. She whipped her hair around a lot, which is kind of her
It's her
signature thing.
She like has that long ponytail, and
Yeah.
hairography is definitely part of her gig. So
The best part of hers, I thought, was, I mean, you like the leg split thing.
yeah,
I loved the cartwheel onto the platform
that was
because
so
that
good.
could have gone so wrong.
Yeah.
If she missed her mark by this much, she would have hit it, which would have been entertaining as well.
it was one of like the cuts to Ru going like,
Yeah.
Ru was gagged.
Because, that could have gone terribly wrong and would have made amazing television. And then she ended with her signature jump spin split.
Yeah,
Fine.
Yeah.
She was good.
she's good.
Ben de la
Kennedy.
Creme did burlesque,
Oh God,
and it was pure
it was
entertainment.
everything.
I
It
will
was
say,
so good.
I saw it before.
Oh, you have?
If you have seen her show, she does it. She did it in her second show that she produced, but I still loved it.
So funny.
It's so entertaining and so bananally crazy. But she commits to everything.
She does everything.
Everything. Her
It's
face.
so-
If you just
yeah.
watch her face, you didn't even need to see the rest of her body. 'Cause
Exactly.
It was just so funny.
It's so clever. I mean, that's what I appreciate about some of these queens is that they really think about, and that from the time she enters that stage, every single bit of that is thought about,
Yeah.
and it's fully realized.
It's a show.
Even like Because if you watch the thing, you know, she does all these reveals, and then one of them she pulls off and she has no nipples.
Right.
And she like looks at her and she like pulls her hair back, and you don't even realize it in the moment until she has turned around and she has the tassels on her back because she like put them on her back mistakenly. It's like genius.
It's so
So
unexpected
good.
and so smart.
And the judges were living
Dying.
for her. They were
Dying.
all dying.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I've never seen Michelle laugh so hard.
Adele. She doesn't laugh usually because her face may crack. Chi-Chi.
Oh my God. Chi-Chi, girl.
Oh, Chi-Chi,
Girl.
Chi-Chi. Twirling the baton.
Like, even the way she came out, I mean, she was
selling it.
I don't know what happened. I really don't.
I can't even.
I could have seen that on her. If that had been her first performance on her season, she would have been in the bottom two.
Yeah.
And
I
maybe
could see
even-
that on like a rejected audition tape.
But and she got red for those flats,
Those
which she should have
stupid
been.
jazz shoes. Yeah. I mean, I would have appreciated the jazz shoes more if they were new.
Yeah,
But
but
they
even
were
her
ratty and
outfit,
old.
it was like this majorette,
Oh,
you know,
that
part of the
fringe
band.
on the
It
front was
all
bad. Everything
It
was
just
bad.
It was
Bad.
It was just so crazy that she chose that.
It was a bodysuit, but no thigh highs.
No.
Because she got red for that, and they showed the clip of that on her entrance of her being red for wearing a bodysuit and thigh highs with no padding. So she wore a bodysuit, no padding, but not thigh highs.
It was just weird.
Maybe she would have been better if she did.
Weird.
Morgan McMichaels is lip syncing to her own song for the very first time.
Do you really think that, like, why would you do that? I mean, if that's really your first time doing that, you're trying something new, you don't get acknowledged for taking a risk because no one cares.
What else is she gonna do?
Well, she, like Ross Matthews said, she commands the room, and she like apparently she does a great lip sync, right? Or like
Right.
a great dance.
But I
or
feel
whatever.
like because of that, it was the variety show that they had to do something original, like to not go out there and just lip sync to.
Well, Kennedy
another song.
just dance. Why couldn't Morgan? Because remember,
Yeah, Morgan could have just danced.
remember in and they showed this at some point, like that Ru said during her season that was the tightest lip sync that
Right.
had ever been done because
Yeah.
so precise. You didn't see really any of that.
Mm-mm.
Like I wasn't impressed by anything that Morgan did.
It was a bad song.
And I
It was a bad
totally-
performance. Her wig came undone.
Her wig came unglued, and then this also bothered me. And I love Shanji's like comment.
Like, why is she looking at us?
No, why are you mad?
Oh,
why are you mad?
Yeah.
Because Morgan like looked the whole time at the queen sitting there watching instead of like to the audience.
And I understand that from the song point of view because she's talking, saying the queen, you all suck.
Why
You're
you
going
mad?
home. Why you mad? Why you mad? No, why you mad?
Yeah. Shanji like, no, what girl? Why are you mad?
Yeah.
I didn't like it. It was
I didn't like it either. It was bad.
definitely deserved to be in the bottom two.
Yeah. Trixie Mattel performed an original song live
Mhm.
and played the dulcimer.
Yeah.
Very Dolly Parton.
Very Dolly Parton.
She looked Dolly Parton. She sounded good. The song was a little snoozy, but it was original.
Yeah.
She sang it well. She played it well. Real talent.
Real talent.
And then released it on iTunes the next day, and it was #1.
Smart queen.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
You don't have to win if you can make money. Last performance was by Milk, or as Ru says, Melk.
Milk.
That is her pronunciation, not mine. She is Milk. This was an original song. She did sing it live.
I
You
didn't
notice
like
she
it.
had a microphone on her.
Yeah.
I hated the song, but I loved what she did.
Conceptually.
Conceptually, it was great. The song was terrible.
Yeah.
Although the crowd seemed to love that song.
I
They
did
were
not like that wig on
into
her,
it.
though. Oh, it
No.
was such a terrible wig.
It was, yeah, it was a bad look. I loved the paper dolls
Yeah.
aspect of it. That's really all I liked about it.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Otherwise, it was boring.
yeah.
No good.
Kind of snoozy.
So we find out Trixie, BB, Milk, Kennedy are all safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sure. I probably would have put Trixie in the top if her song wasn't so boring.
Yeah.
But I thought it was at least talent.
Yeah. But I thought for like the.
But I would have kept her there for judges panel. Probably over Asha.
Oh. Really? And Aja was the top.
I know.
Because you either had that
But
or...
and not that I didn't like
Shangela.
Aja, I just felt, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because
I was thinking Thorgy, but I thought Thorgy should be the... Because I
Thorgy-
felt like there were 4 tops and 2 bottoms in the group that they left.
4 tops as in Shanji.
Shangela, Thorgy, Aja,
Oh.
and Ben.
And Thorgy, they put her in the bottom 3. Actually,
But did
because...
they?
Well, she was the safe one.
Right. But
Because-
did it count as bottom 3?
You know
Because I would
why?
have thought she was better than Shangela.
Oh, I like Shangela better. Because it was actually Vanessa Hudgens that was like, you didn't really bring, like, I'd like you to bring more. And remember,
But what did
Thorgy
you-
was like, thank you for that challenge.
What more could you do with playing the
I
violin?
don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Vanessa Hudgens was dumb.
I mean, it's just
She's
'cause
also very
you
into
don't-
voguing.
You don't see you don't see all the other comments that the
Right.
judges make, so it's hard to say
Yeah.
if that was representative of like
Yeah.
what other judges
So,
thought.
yeah, I kind of felt like,
You know?
okay, we know who the top 2 are, we know who the bottom 2 are. These other 2 are just
Yeah.
standing there
They need someone,
for
so
no one else. But I would have put Trixie up there instead of either Shangela or Thorgy, I guess.
no, I like the top. I like the top 3 as Shangela,
Okay.
Aja, and Ben. I thought that was a
All right.
good top 3.
You're good to say that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ben and Aja were the winners, and they won airfare, 5 nights, stay at a resort in Fort Lauderdale.
Clothing optional.
Clothing optional.
Which Ben was like, works for me.
All right. I don't want to see her naked. This is Aja's first win ever.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know.
But I guess she wasn't on very long.
Yeah.
So that's good for her. While the judges, while they untucked. I guess they didn't really do an untuck, so I don't know if that's really true.
She just said while we
Deliberate. Vanessa and Porkchop are gonna lip sync to Cover Girl.
I love that. That was hilarious.
I was excited that maybe Porkchop was coming back to lip sync.
I did too, but I loved it even more when
And
it actually
I
happened.
got so excited, and I was like, I hope they show it. I hope they show it. And then when they go back to the workroom and they talk to each other,
Yeah.
which wasn't very
It was
wasn't very interesting at all.
Yeah.
They tried to come to consensus. No one agreed. Whatever. Then we come back and get to actually see the lip sync, and it is a pork chop on some mashed potatoes. Of the 2, I would have picked the pork chop.
Oh my god. It was so funny.
It was so entertaining to me.
So
You have no
entertaining.
idea.
I hope that becomes, because last season it was like they were drinking. No, didn't they do
They did
various
something
activities
different,
like
yeah.
scrapbooking?
Yeah.
So I hope it's like a lip sync with the guest judge
Yeah.
and against some.
Yes, because I
Something
cannot
like
wait
that.
to see Nancy Pelosi up there.
That's right. She's coming.
Get ready, she's coming. Yeah. So then we go to the lip sync, the real lip sync to Anaconda.
Oh.
This was tailor-made for Aja to
Yeah.
win. Tailor-made. Oh, this is where you can find her penis.
Which I'm gonna go
Just
back and look.
Go look at Nina Benita Brown's Instagram.
Okay.
She puts an arrow right to it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, you can see it. It's very meaty. Aja used the gun like peppermint. Did you all catch that?
I didn't.
As shooting her, and Ben went.
Yeah. I didn't catch that it was like peppermint-esque, but
It was.
It made sense for the song.
It made sense for the song, but don't steal someone else's gig. You can shoot in another way.
You know, I read this online on some thing, which I agreed with the idea of this, which is that it was tailor-made for Aja because it's like such a high-energy song.
Right. It's her type of music.
But Aja went for like the high-energy babe kind of like sexy song, and Ben went with like how ridiculous the lyrics
The
are
song is so dumb.
and how it's comical. So Ben totally played up the comic effect because she is a
That's what she does.
comedy queen.
And she's
But it
not
was so
sexy,
good. It was brilliant. I
But
thought.
she stole the stage.
She stole it,
She
yeah.
stole the stage. I also I don't like when the queens change into an outfit.
Oh yeah, because
when
Ben
your-
didn't, but Aja
When
did.
your other outfit would have been perfectly fine.
Yeah. Huh.
I understand if it's a hindrance to your performance. Like if
Yeah.
you're wearing a long gown, you can't dance in it.
Right.
But
I don't mind it.
She was wearing a bodysuit both times.
It's a chance for them to reveal something else, I guess. I don't know.
Her penis.
I wonder if that plays into like their
Their
judges'
consideration.
critique about like you looked. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know.
But Ben
Anyway,
was amazing.
Ben was amazing. Aja did a lot of tricks. She threw a lot of shit in there.
Mhm.
Didn't pay off for her because Ben stole the show with her comedy, and those judges were just cackling.
They
Cackling.
loved it.
This was Ben's first lip sync win.
I know, I had no idea either.
Apparently, I guess she only lip synced
She only
once.
lip-synced once and she went
against
home.
Darian and went home.
Yeah.
Who was also in San Francisco. I thought Darian might have been the mystery
Yes,
queen.
I
And
was
I
gonna
was
say that.
really
Me too,
hoping that
yeah.
she was.
I love some Darian Lake. I would like
but-
to see her on there.
Whatever. Anyway, Ben sends Morgan home.
Mm-hmm.
Based on this consensus that didn't really exist.
Yeah, Asha was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Milk
Ben.
and Aja were kind of confused by that, but
It's the right choice.
it's the right choice. I mean, I think strategically, it's the right choice because I think Morgan was a bigger threat than Chi-Chi.
well,
If you're looking
yeah.
at it that way, because Chi-Chi was busted this whole episode. Everything was wrong. But I know that she's capable of
She
better.
is. I just think Chi-Chi is so. I like her whole vibe. Like, it would have probably made maybe better television to keep Morgan around if, like, she's going to be the
Right.
bitchy one.
But I think we're going to see that bitchiness come out in other people.
Yeah.
And
I
think
just.
it
yeah.
might. There are rumors out there that I'm not going to get into. We're going to talk about them off camera. About Morgan.
yeah.
So anyway, Morgan's sent home.
And we'll find out next
Like-
week if Aja also picked Morgan.
Right.
Hopefully she did.
I think she might have picked Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
Because they do the same kind of thing. They're the same kind of drag.
They're the same kind of, yeah.
But we'll see. And that'll also add some tension if she did pick Chi-Chi.
True.
To the show. But Morgan leaves, and then Ru comes on the screen and has got her back. Whatever that means, it means they're gonna have a chance to come back.
Yeah, I don't know why Morgan was all like, can someone...
What is
I mean,
it?
of
Can
course,
someone
it's-
explain this to
It's
me?
going to be the same.
It's gonna be, if not the same, very similar
Which I don't mind.
to what happened, and I'm fine with that too.
Yeah.
And then the creepy handmaids show up.
Now, were they really there, or was that...
Well, I
You
don't
think-
know.
'Cause
it
they-
seemed like Morgan didn't see
They
them.
appeared in the... Yeah, she didn't. And she actually turned.
Yeah, she
because they
turned her
appeared
head
in the door, and then
I
they
would have been
were
like,
down.
"Oh, hey, girl."
Yeah. But I do like the idea of... I like the idea of being able to return.
Yes.
Like, if you've been eliminated.
Yeah, because you don't get to show much.
But if it is like... So, yeah, I mean... I don't want to talk about the theory if that's not going to be part of it.
No,
but...
we're gonna go into that right now.
Okay, so you introduced the theory.
So there's this theory that someone posted. I think I saw it on Instagram, but apparently it was on Facebook as well. About The Handmaid's Tale, which is fantastic. If you haven't seen it, it's really good. It's creepy. It is terrifying to watch because that is where our nation is headed. And so the whole theory is that BB, because of this whole Handmaid's Tale spin on the show with them at the beginning and them at the end, is that BB is not really competing. She is being placed there as a mole, and she's going to be watching the queens for Ru, and then have a say in the final judging, which I think is brilliant if it's really true. And whoever came up with this theory, hats off to you, because I would have never come up with that. But it's like The Handmaid's Tale, where there's a mole in The Handmaid's Tale. This would also be the mole there. And she will always be safe. She'll never be in the top or the bottom. That way she makes it through to the end. And so what do you think about that?
Yeah, like you, when I had not thought of that, but when I read it,
it made
I was
perfect
like,
sense.
yes, that makes sense. And I love the theory because it means that Ru has really thought about, like it's a whole concept, and she's thought about it very strategically, who to bring back, how to implement them in the race, and also how to make it kind of fair, because she's a past winner. I love that idea.
Yeah.
So,
and then it would also
conceptually
leave her open to come back for the winners.
Yes, exactly. So I like that idea, and you could even like if she just slayed it one week, you could have her in the top 2, but not win it.
You just don't win.
But she'll be safe, not to be eliminated. So I like the idea. I like the idea very much. I also think that for like a plot line, it would be an amazing gag, like to be revealed
At the end.
At the end. Like,
Yeah.
everyone would just be like,
Right.
what? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Exactly.
And we,
yeah.
and we disagree on this about like the idea that, okay, so there's been some theories that Ru is going to pass the baton to somebody else
Right.
to take on a show.
When she doesn't want to do the show anymore.
When she doesn't want to do it anymore, and it's rumored that Bianca Del Rio might be here, Alaska might be here. I actually think it'd make perfect sense if BB is being groomed to do it, because she's like, remember the way she carries herself. She's very
RuPaul.
She's very
Supermodel. I don't think
and very
she's
like diplomatic. Like
Right.
Alaska and Bianca have very distinct personalities with like not being that way.
Yeah.
And BB is a queen, you know.
She is.
So I like the idea that, and I just think that Ru is
I
very
don't think
smart.
she's as entertaining.
She's not.
But if she has people writing for her, she could be.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's the theory. I like it.
I like it.
I also think that it's a great way for the production company to kind of fuck with the Reddit users who put out all the rumors. And those rumors, 90% of the time, are true. I will say that. It's usually people that have been part of the production staff that do them. They're all hiding under these crazy names, so no one can ever find out who they are. It's people that attend like the variety show that they have an audience there. It's people that are there that do it. Again, it's all hiding behind it because you sign a non-disclosure. So I think it's a good way to fuck with that. And throw people off.
Yeah, I wish I was more disciplined to like not go and read some of the theories or like.
I try to stay away from them, but I hear them. I mean, they're out there.
They're out there. So when we were actually watching a gym bar, there was a guy there that DJ knew that he was like talking to in between like, you know, commercials and stuff. And this guy, he said, BB's coming back, Morgan's gonna be the first to go, Morgan and Chi-Chi are in the bottom two. And of course all those things happen. So I'm like, well, like, okay, I don't want to really hear anymore then. I don't want it to be ruined.
Yeah, I actually like to watch the show.
Yeah.
I do hear some rumors. I listen to podcasts. When I hear them say that they're going to start doing spoilers, I turn it off so I don't hear them. I didn't a lot more last season, but I have this season. And now the podcast that I listen to, they're actually doing it as a separate episode of spoilers, so I can completely stay away from it.
I mean, the one thing about like knowing some of the theories that are out there are the spoilers, because I went and I looked at like 3 or 4 different like, here are the top 10 elimination orders.
Right.
You know, and so one of them I watched wasn't true.
Right.
Because of how it went down.
I watched one that said Aja was going home first.
Yeah. So it's out there, but the thing about having the theories out there and seeing that some of them could potentially come true based on this last episode is that does change our fantasy league about if I want BB to come replace one of my queens, because you know what I mean?
If she's never going to win.
If she's not going to win,
she's not going to get any
what's
points.
the point of having her come back?
Right. Yeah.
So that's the one thing I think. So I'm like, well, maybe we shouldn't know, you know?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Next week is Divas Live.
Yes, Divas Live.
Yes. It's going to be a group number, kind of like the Baddest Bitches, which I loved. I downloaded the song. You should all download that song because it's actually all of the queens performing, not just the ones that were on the show. Even the eliminated ones do their characters that they were supposed to be doing.
Nice.
So it's lots of fun. Or you can just listen to it for free somewhere.
I can't wait. I mean, what's better than having the real Celine and Mariah and Shania? What was the original Divas Live? Wasn't it like Celine Dion? Shania Twain. Anyways, such a brilliant idea. I'm so glad.
It's a great idea. They're going to do it. I'm sure it's part of the H1's branding of the show as well. But it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. So until next week, bye. We'll see you later.